A rectangular conducting coil rotates at a constant angular velocity in a uniform magnetic field. At one instant, the plane of the coil is at an angle theta to the direction of the field. The magnitude of the EMF induced in the coil is. So, since this coil is rotating at a constant angular velocity, a magnetic flux, it's like a number of lines of a magnetic field cutting the coil, will change by sine or cosine law. Plus or minus, it doesn't matter. So it looks like this. It may be cosine or sine. It depends on the initial position. So it's magnetic flux with time. And what is EMF? EMF, it's what is the rate of change of the magnetic flux linkage. And what is the rate of change? Rate of change is derivative. So if, and actually let's consider positions on or points on this graph, and relative to the positions of the coil relative to the magnetic field. So this point, it's when magnetic flux is maximum, it's when this coil is perpendicular to the lines of the magnetic field. So it's when theta is 90, or it's also maybe 270. So when coil is perpendicular to B vector, and here magnetic flux is 0, so a coil is parallel to the lines of field, and so on. And also here perpendicular, parallel, perpendicular, and so on. And let's continue. What is EMF? EMF, it's rate of change, and rate of change is derivative. And you can see that it looks like cosine. So derivative of cosine, it's it's negative sine. So it looks like this, and hence you can see that, for example, for this point, when magnetic flux is maximum, so when coil is perpendicular to the lines of the field, we can see that induced EMF is 0. It's not just minimum, it's directly 0. But at this point, let it be A, you can see that where magnetic flux is 0, induced EMF is maximum by magnitude. And it's when coil is parallel to the lines of the field. So what do we need actually? We need magnitude of the EMF induced in the coil, never 0. It's not true because it can be 0. For example, here it can be 0. Then, and you can see that we need maximum, and maximum EMF, it's when minimum magnetic flux, or magnetic flux linkage. Linkage, it means we just multiply by the number of coils. And it means that maximum when magnetic flux is minimum, and minimum when coil is parallel to the lines of B, and it's when theta is 0 or 180 degrees. And that's all for this question.